The fifth destination for the Rugby World Cup trophy tour was South Africa, the country that hosted the 1995 finals, when Nelson Mandela memorably inspired the Springboks to victory. First stop was for a coaching clinic at Waterkloof High School with 2007 World Cup winner Gary Botha and legendary South Africa coach Ian McIntosh.
It's a big goal that you set yourself in life if you play rugby. Any sport is obviously to for your country, to play for your country and be able to go to a World Cup and compete against the world's best and be victorious. It's an awesome feeling. It's undescribable.
The dream is mostly every rugby player's dream to take part in the World Cup and holding the trophy with your teammates.
A reception at the British Trade Commissioner's House was a chance for two World Cup winners, England's Martin Corry and South Africa's Joel Stransky, to meet up, along with seven-star Ollie Phillips.
And there's no doubt England will host an incredible World Cup. It's just everything. If the Olympics was anything to go by, the World Cup would just be incredibly special. So to see the publicity building now, to feel the event starting to become tangible, it does bring goosies, and it's no doubt it's stirring the interest, and we'll all be there next year for sure.
The tour moved on to Cape Town, where a star-studded guest panel took time to look back at their memories of playing in rugby's greatest tournament.
Every World Cup obviously is very special, but it was, I think, more special from a South African context, having the World Cup in South Africa, being back from isolation, sport isolation. It was also very difficult. There was a lot of emotions on and off the field. It was a difficult time in our country's history, and I think it illustrated the power of sport through rugby, through this wonderful trophy, that what sport can do and how it brought a nation together.
The following morning saw the arrival of HMS Iron Duke into Table Bay Harbour. The Webb Ellis Cup was taken out to greet the British frigate as she arrived at one of the most beautiful cities in the world. For the crew of the ship, it was a huge morale booster after 2 months at sea, but perhaps the weather could have been a little kinder.
Yes. Oh. There we go. That's the tester. Ah. Bad luck. It was a tough one.
All the best for the future. I hope it goes well. Thanks. And maybe cross paths in the World Cup when it comes over to England in 2015.
Maybe England South Africa final. We'll see how it goes.
That's a big chance.
It was back to HMS Iron Duke for an evening reception and a chance for the crew to get up close to the cup.
To everybody on board, it's a reminder that next year the Rugby World Cup will be taking place in England. We'll be back home by then. Our deployment will be over, and I'm so sure we'll be very keen to watch the results and to see how the home nations do.
Next morning, the tour set out on Land Rover's least-driven path, with 2007 World Cup winning captain John Smith at the wheel. From Simonsig Wine Estate outside Stellenbosch, they drove to a small rural school, Proten. A chance for the children to meet their rugby heroes and, of course, to have their photo taken with the cup. 1995 winner Chester Williams joining in the fun. From there, the tour headed to Cape Agulhas, the southernmost tip of Africa, where the Indian and Atlantic Oceans meet. A fitting place to end a memorable tour.
The fact that we have the ability to take the trophy to a place like this in Africa, in the southernmost tip where the two oceans meet, and the ability to give these kids that can only dream of perhaps seeing it on TV one day, now the ability to have a photo with the trophy and a World Cup winner that they can associate with, like Chester Williams, is just an incredible experience.
We're looking forward to next year's World Cup, and hopefully the British or the English will give us an amazing tournament like as always. And yes, Africa, we all stand behind you, South Africa, to go out there and showcase our talent.
Next stop on the Rugby World Cup Trophy Tour, we head across the Atlantic to Argentina and Uruguay. See you there.